I think it's weird because in the past few years, towards the end of our season, even before the playoffs started, we were in great position to know that not that we had it locked up, but we had a good chance to get a berth because of our record and the course, what we did throughout the course of the season. Well, this year it was different. We before the tournament started, we almost had to get a win to get in. We were in that position. So the fact that we're a 2 seed, after we had to win one game just to kind of find our way in is truly remarkable. So I guess it was just that's the biggest difference to me is how high we went up with our quality of wins and the fact that some of the other teams lost, and they didn't even make their conference finals. So I think it was just the perfect storm for us to get up into the 2 seed, but our numbers are just extraordinary. Our strength of schedule, our RPI, our power index, So the only thing that's not as strong is our overall record. But we had 8 wins in a row, and we're just getting hot at the right time.
And do you, or I guess, how do you help your team kind of realize that way that there was always a chance we didn't make it here? So don't go acting like we are a top seed.
Right, we had to work for it. Um, these girls have been in now. Well, our super seniors 3 out of 4 years, and so um, these are some of the best memories they've had, playing in these tournaments. And we've been a good playoff team. We haven't been the best in the preseason or in the non-counters and whatnot, but come playoff time, we've always been really, really good and playing our best. So I think they relish these opportunities, and you know, um, we might not win every game, but I think you'll get the best version of us here in the postseason.
All right, thank you.
Well, is this a situation where you play a Fort Hays State team twice this year, a 1-1? Do you guys even look at those matches just based on how differently you guys are playing and the fact that you probably aren't even playing the same system that you played against them the first two times?
Right, right. It's so long ago, that one. It's the weird one in our pods where we cross and play each other within a week, and we're still trying to find ourselves. And Hayes is a good team. We actually tied them at third place, and then we came here and lost when we were playing at the high school out there. But you know, one game never impacts the next. And sometimes in soccer, one half doesn't impact the next, as we saw on Saturday night, because it was like two different games in one. But so they're totally different. We got to scout them hard and see what they've done recently, and I'm sure they're going to do the same to us. And uh, but the one thing we have going in our favor is just the mental confidence, because of what we've done the last 8 games, and so we don't have any, regardless of who we play, they're all great teams. And but we're confident as long as we continue on this path that we're going to be tough to beat.
Obviously, you got a first-hand look at them at the MIAA tournament and familiar. You're going to be putting together a new scouting report. Certainly didn't have any idea of exactly who you were going to play. But what are the things that jog your memory when you think of Fort Hays State soccer, the things that will concern you and Coach Marquez as you get the game plan ready together this week?
Extremely strong defensively. They don't allow much. They're very good on set pieces like us, so tough on corners, tough on things like that. And they have a couple kids that can score. They're very physical. Um, so they're a challenge. They're a handful for sure. And they've had a great year. If you look at all their games versus the top teams, too, they're right there. It's always a 1 goal game. It's always close. So they'll battle you to the end, and they make it difficult for you.
Coach, I know you didn't get many home games on this field this year.
Yep.
So how special is it going to be to get one or maybe two more at home here?
Well, yeah. I mean, we've always been better here. But in 21 when we won the tournament as well. We hosted. We were at 2, won the first one, lost the second one. So it doesn't mean you're going to win. You gotta be opportunistic with your chances. You have to, you know. So the game still has to be played regardless of where you're playing it. We're happy to host. I'm happy we moved all the way up to that. These girls, they deserve it with the ending that we had. And we got a good opportunity in front of us. So we're happy to be home. I think our fans have been great, and I'm sure they'll be out there regardless of whatever time we play.
And then there's 4 teams from the MIAA in this tournament. Just how does playing in this conference maybe prepare you for the postseason this time of the year?
I mean, yeah, the conference tournament is a big factor in that because you're going to go through UCM, you're going to go through Washburn, a 1 seed, and Hayes, and we weren't on Hayes' side, but so yeah, it's tough. They're battles, and they come down to the end a lot of times, and the roller coaster rides just like that MIAA tournament, So it's a lot of going to be a lot of close games, and that's why a lot of these games go into overtime. They go into penalty shootouts, and they come down to the very end.
Good. Thank you.
Let's talk about that senior class now and coming through there. It's hard to do, I know.
Yeah, really hard to do. I think, this is the first time where we know this is it. They know they knew in the final that at least we're going to have another game, because we were going to get in. We knew it after that Northwest game. We kind of knew, but so yeah, special group that you don't want it to see it end, and they don't want to see it end too. But sure would be nice to end in North Carolina, but it's a special group, and they truly do. I think they're going to be lifelong friends and ambassadors for our program for years to come. But they've given so much, and as a group, 3 out of. I mean, just the win. I mean, it's not just about the wins; it's about the people, and they're awesome.
Now, DeMarco said she knew and she predicted that we were going to be the 2 seed and that we were going to play Hayes. What do you think about that? And then what do you think about just the reaction of your kids when they found out?
I think they were shocked when they saw the number 2, and I tried not to. I think I had an idea, but I tried not to let the cat out of the bag, and I think they were like, "Holy cow!" That they were excited. Granted, some of the new ones might not have exactly known what all that meant, but and then when they saw Hayes, there was another roar right there too, because we played them last year in the first round, obviously in Warrensburg. So just exciting to get another chance, against them, because they beat us pretty bad, a couple months ago, and then to be hosting too was a pleasant surprise.